Today we're going to talk about proportions, okay? Now, you can see by the definition up here, a proportion is a statement that two or more ratios are equal. So yesterday we learned, 2 days ago we learned what a ratio was, comparing any two numbers using division. Today we're going to set two ratios equal, okay? Now, this is called a base case in math, okay? This has no numbers, but they show you anytime you have a problem like this, how to solve it, okay? Now on here they say A times B, okay, A times D, which is what they have right here, and B times C equal each other, okay? Now, if this is true, if A times D equals B times C, they're called a proportion, okay? Now, when you cross multiply, what's it called? They have cross product, but I just call it cross multiplying, okay? So in a proportion, you're going to have to do two things today. If I give you 2 over 3 equals 4 over 6, the first thing you're going to have to do is tell whether this is a proportion. The second thing you're going to have to do is if I give you x over 3 equals 4 over 6, you're going to have to tell what the value of x is. So that's all you got today. Tell whether it's a proportion, tell the value of x. Okay? Now, this is easy. Telling whether this is a proportion, you just cross multiply. 2 times 6 is? 3 times 4 is? Are those equal?
Yes.
So this is a proportion. If they weren't equal, it would not be a proportion. Here, you do the same thing. You cross multiply. 6 times x is 6x. 3 times 4 is? 12. Now what do you do?
Divide 6 on both sides.
Divide 6 on both sides, so x equals 2. Okay? So here you found the value of x by cross multiplying. So here's your two skills you need to have by the end of today. You need to be able to tell whether something's proportional and solve for a value in a proportion. Is that clear? Alright, so here they give us a proportion 6 over y equals 3 over 2. They want us to solve for what y will be. So we're going to do what, Maurice? Tay. You go like Tay, right? What do I do? Huh? Say cross multiply. Cross multiply 6 times 2, and that's 12. And 3 times y is 3y. Now what do I do, Mario? Divide 3 on both sides. So what's y equal? 4. So you just solved for this proportion, and now what you're saying is 6 over 4 is proportional to 3 over 2. Any questions? They want to know here. Did you start? Same shape. Alright, so here they give us two ratios, and they want us to tell, are they proportional? Okay? And then they want to tell us, are these fractions equal? Okay, this is the equal. What does this mean? Not equal. Okay? So to do that, we're going to cross multiply. 2 times 70 is 140. And 5 times 28 is going to be 140 also. Is 140 equal to 140?
Yes.
That means 2/5 is equal to 28 over 70. Okay? If the cross product is equal, then the fractions are equal. Alright, right here it wants us to tell on each of these whether or not they're proportional. The way you tell whether they're proportional is to do the cross product. 5 times 12 is 60. 10 times 6 is 60. If the left equals the right, then they're proportional. Are these two proportional?
Yes.
Yes, because 60 equals 60. We're going to do the same thing here. What's 8 times 15? 120. What's 10 times 12? 120. Are they equal?
Yes.
So are they proportional?
Yes.
Yes. Now if the left didn't equal the right, they would be not proportional. To just cross multiply. Okay? 3 times 6 is 18. To a variable in the proportion, you cross multiply. Okay? That's right. Then you divide. So you got 8 times 15 is 15a. Okay, and you got 3 times 10
30
equals 30. Okay, so they gave us two ratios. One of them had a variable. They want us to make them proportional, so we got to find out what A will be for them to be proportional. Divide 15 on both sides. Okay, so A equals 2. Okay, so if I put 2 here, they're saying that if I have 2/3, when I reduce 10 over 15, it will equal 2/3. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, 10 divided by 5 is 2, 15 divided by 5 is 3. On the second one, we do the same thing. We cross multiply. 14m equals 28. Divide 14 on both sides. So m equals 2. Okay? So today you learned the definition of proportional. Okay? You learned how to tell whether two things were proportional, whether two things were equal or not equal, and then you learned how to solve given a variable in a proportion. Alright? So if we do 18 times 8, we get 144 equals 12 times x. Okay? Divide 12 on each side. So what's x equal? 12. So you know that this side right here is 12.